Welcome to Revealing the Narc. Join me as I highlight narcissistic traits in celebrities and public figures. Everything here is in my opinion and not professional advice. If you enjoy the analysis, please like and subscribe. In this video, I want to go through this article. I'm going to tell you it's my blind reaction. I'll provide commentary as we're going through. And if you have any comments, leave them in the comments. I'll be excited to read them. The title of the article is Meghan Markle Feeling Increasingly Lonely as Duchess of Sussex Focusing on Friendships. This article was published on November 12th, so it is a recent one. Meghan Markle is feeling increasingly lonely as the Duchess of Sussex is focusing on friendships, a royal insider has claimed. As Christmas approaches, sources claim that Meghan, 43, is set to launch a major charm offensive. You know what I read there in that very last sentence? A major charm offensive. You know what that sounds like? That sounds a lot like love bombing. So Meghan is planning on using the sentimental holidays to start love bombing people. So I'm curious who this article is going to say that she is going to attempt to love bomb. This should be interesting. The insider said Meghan has been meticulously curating gift packages filled with a selection of all her favorite things and, of course, plenty of her jam to send to the who's who of Hollywood. See, there is nothing that she does, no action that she does that is for anybody else. It is all in her best interest. Unfortunately, I have interacted with people before that everything they do is self-serving. Even when they show an act of kindness, there is a motivation behind it. So I hope none of you have experienced that. But when I've experienced it firsthand and I read this, it's so clear to me who she ultimately cares about is only herself. I've said before that I believe Meghan's main motivations are power, fame, and money. Every action she does, every single one of them is to achieve at least one of these things. So when she says she's feeling lonely, I don't think so. She wants to make money, and she is using a time of year when people are vulnerable because they're sentimental to try to gain her advantage. And in this case, it seems like it's going to be a financial advantage. While there is no doubt it's about promoting her American Riviera Orchard brand, it's also about spreading goodwill and trying to remind people of her softer side. No, this is manipulation. This sentence is manipulation. She's promoting her brand, but it's because she wants it for the good of the people. Come on. We see right through this, Meghan. We know what you're doing. The article continues, with Christmas around the corner, Meghan sees it as the perfect time to try to rebuild connections and is determined not to start 2025 surrounded by negativity. She's been feeling increasingly lonely recently and wants to concentrate on strengthening friendships. So this immediately reminded me of multiple things. So again, sees it as a perfect time to rebuild relationships. That means that she's going after people that are vulnerable. She's going after them at a time of year when people are in a loving mood. They want peace, they want harmony, they want to get together and enjoy family and friends and, all of that beautiful stuff that comes along during the most wonderful time of the year. The next thing I want to point out here is rebuild connections. What happened to the connections, Meghan? Why do they need to be rebuilt? Ordinary people, when they have friendships, there is no reason to you just, you nurture the friendship. But here, it's almost like she has no friendship. She needs to build all of these friendships again. And you know what kind of people have ups and downs in their relationships? You all know. Well, in my opinion, the narcissists I've seen, they don't have consistent friendships. They're always push-pulling with different people and constantly making up, fighting. At least this is what I've seen, and I bet that's part of Meghan's character. And also, let's not underestimate other people catching on to Meghan's behavior allegedly, and they are the ones that step back because they don't want to interact with someone that is toxic, in my opinion, and allegedly. This next thing is determined not to start 2025 surrounded by negativity. Okay, so that implies that she is surrounded by negativity right now. Does anyone see that? Like, please leave a comment if you see that. Because if you're seeking to rebuild connection so that you start off 2025 without negativity, that means you're experiencing negativity right now. So I'm curious what that entails. And this reminds me, this comment, not surrounded by negativity, this is exactly what Meghan said to Gina Nelthorpe-Cowan, her friend and her, I think she was her PR agent around the time that she met Harry. I should do a video about their dynamic because actually that is a true illustration of how Meghan handles friendship. Gina felt that her and Meghan had built a lot of good rapport, and Gina truly loved Meghan. Meghan, as soon as she met Prince Harry and she, hitched her, I forget how to say that saying, hitched her cart to the wrong horse or to the big horse or whatever. Once she had that rolling, she dumped Gina, stopped returning her calls. And in fact, there was one time that Gina was at an event that Harry and Meghan were going to be doing a walkabout. She told security or whoever that, and this is all in the book Revenge, okay? So it's not allegedly, it's in the book Revenge. She told the people there that she worked with Meghan and she would love to be on the side that greets Meghan. And they told her initially affirmative, yes, you'll get to meet Meghan. And then they allegedly went and told Meghan about Gina being in the crowd. Meghan allegedly didn't like that, went back, or the security went back and moved Gina to Harry's side. Can you believe that? That's insanity. Like, that woman really worked hard for Meghan, and that's how she treated her. Anyways, going back to this 2025 and negativity thing, when Meghan first started dating Harry, Gina told her, you know what you're getting into, right? Like, the tabloids are going to be very difficult, to handle. It's going to be very stressful. And Meghan cut her off and said, I don't want to hear anything negative. I don't want any negativity. And here's the thing, when you say you don't want to hear any negativity, first of all, what do you classify as negativity? Anything that is eliciting a negative response in Meghan is considered negativity. Now, remember, not everything that causes a negative response in Meghan is an actual negative thing, right? Perception is everything. So if you approach Meghan and you try to give her feedback or criticism, she sees that as negative. Even though your intention might be to help her, she does not see that as help. That is negativity to her because that means that she is not perfect, that you are criticizing something that she's doing. So anyways, that was a really long tangent, but I think it's important to look at the words that are being said here because the words that people say are truly a reflection of how they're feeling, and they use the words to manipulate you. And you can see in this article, which we know came directly from Meghan based on these manipulative words and the bias that we're seeing, she's trying to manipulate the narrative. The article continues, Meghan and Harry have several A-list pals with Oprah Winfrey, the Clooneys, and the Beckhams attending their 2018 wedding. But over the years, there have been reports of fallouts and fizzled friendships. Oh, yes, there have. Especially surrounding the Beckhams, but that's a tale for another time. The article continues, in March, Meghan sent 50 jars of strawberry jam to some of Hollywood's biggest stars. The source continued to tell Closer, she's sending them out to all her friends and acquaintances and is willing to spend a fortune and a whole lot of time because she sees it as an investment. You can end the sentence there, but the sentence continues, investment in her relationships. No, it's an investment. She is investing financially. She is sending these jars out so that all of these people put it on social media to get the traction going. But I mean, her brand is in a whole lot of trouble. Like, I don't even know where it's going to go, right? Oh my goodness, she is just too much. And I mean, we can see right through this. This is a complete manipulation. And if we can see it just based on this article without ever having spoken to her in person, imagine the people that actually interact with her. We can see right through her from thousands of miles away. Imagine those people that are her neighbors. It's so obvious. She is so transparent. She is completely self-serving. Yeah, so I'm curious what you all think about this. Please leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. If this was interesting to you, please like and subscribe. It goes a big way for the algorithm to promote my video. And I appreciate you all listening. I know your comments are so important to me, and I'm doing my best to respond to them. I really appreciate you all. And yeah, by the way, let's get ready for another live stream, because that live stream I had on Monday, that was so amazing. I had such a good time. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you all soon. Goodbye.